Sometimes the scariest thing in our lives is the inner turmoil we have to face, and sometimes we have to find a way to find the balance. Hi, I'm Paul Holstein,
I'm Zora.
and we're going to be reading Tricks of the Mind on this very special episode of Poltergeist Frights. Alright, so before we officially start reading, I'm going to tell you who's reading for what. I'm going to be reading the stage directions, positivity, and man.
And I will be reading Negativity.
All right, and we're gonna treat this is gonna be a more casual reading because if we mess up, we're not gonna stop. We're just gonna keep reading. All right, so are you ready?
Sure.
All right, let's do this. Exterior, the universal sky, day. Dark, stormy clouds surround the area. Only a small opening gives the view of people walking with umbrellas covering their heads. Everywhere in sight is dull and gray. Negativity looks as though he's 20, wearing a gray sweater and sweatpants, messy hair, bags under tear-streamed eyes, looks down at the umbrella-decorated ground. A snap of his fingers creates a flash of blinding lightning. Happy humming interrupts the sound of rain. Negativity slightly turns his head. Positivity also looks 20. Long flowing locks of hair flowing in the breeze. A bright and colorful blue follows her wherever she goes. Wearing a mix of yellow and green clothing, skips across the clouds. She stops skipping, facing Negativity, the sky now half gray, half blue. Hello, Negativity. Nice day as usual today.
Not for me. Never for me.
Positivity sits down on a cloud, tilting her head. Whatever do you mean?
I'm just tired of being in a prison.
Positivity looks in multiple directions, searching. But I see no bars holding you.
The truly cruel one doesn't need them.
Negativity reaches out for the color surrounding positivity. The gray keeps surrounding his hand. He pulls back, and he slumps down further into the hole. He looks down at the people with umbrellas, the rain growing stronger. Another snap of his fingers, a flash of lightning. Positivity jumps slightly.
Look at them. Their hatred of me is so strong. They feel they need to protect themselves from me.
You rather they get sick?
They're already sick.
With a wave of his hand, another small opening appears, showing a masked man stealing the purse of an elderly woman. She cries for help, but nobody stops him. Another opening. A group of tall bullies pushing around a small child, laughing. One more, showing a car accident with two men, screaming at each other, leading to a pushing match.
They all prefer you and your light.
An opening appears on Positivity's side. A group of laughing children, owners playing with their dogs, couples holding hands and cuddling. Positivity closes the opening and looks back at Negativity. I know it must be frustrating, feeling underappreciated.
No, you don't. Everyone loves you.
They only love the concept of me. Negativity scoffs and turns his back on Positivity. She attempts to step closer to him, but he turns back to glare at her, making her freeze.
And yet you embrace their love like you know nothing else, while I can only embrace their hate.
That's because you haven't searched.
I have searched!
Negativity abruptly stands up. A loud crackle of lightning and thunder reverberates around the sky. A bright light temporarily surrounds his half of the realm. When the light dims, a collage of windows surround Negativity. Car accidents, puddles of blood under limp bodies, destroyed houses and buildings caused by storms, the sounds of screams, gunshots, screeching tires, sirens are deafening and chaotic. Negativity's eyes begin making fresh tears.
All this pain, all this destruction, and I'm the cause of all of it. They blame me. I blame me.
A snap of his fingers causes the images and sounds to disappear, his body heaving, his breath heavy. He just turns his back again. A group of clouds cover him. getting darker and darker until he can no longer be seen. A snap interrupts the silence. Now don't be so negative. The clouds slowly move, negativity looking at another opening on positivity's side. A boy is laying down on his bed, tears streaming down his face. A man is sitting at the foot of the bed. Come on, smile! You don't have anything to be sad about. The opening closes. Positivity smiles warmly, but not happy. I've caused a great deal of pain of my own. Negativity takes a turn to sit and tilt his head. There are some things even I can't control. It's true they love me, but only blindly. Negativity shakes his head, attempting to open his mouth to say something.
But it doesn't change the fact that the pain I cause
Needed to happen, and you create isn't pain. A few openings appear on positivity's side, a collage of kids and adults alike hugging their loved ones. They're all crying, but they each have a warm smile on their face. Negativity takes them to look at each and every one of the images before they close one at a time. You create connection. More openings, this time showing the destruction caused by earthquakes, tidal waves, hurricanes. We see a group of firefighters, rescue teams, and everyday people helping out the community as a result. Some people from rubble, others reunite children with their families. The rest help rebuild what is lost. I cannot exist without you. Negativity's lips slowly turn into a small smile. He looks back down at the umbrella moving across the ground beneath him. He sits down while Positivity walks even closer to him and sits next to him.
I guess we both contribute to a human's happiness. I wish I can see that.
Some do. Positivity lightly touches the opening beneath them, making it bigger. On the edge of the sea of umbrellas are a group of kids laughing and jumping in puddles, couples looking into each other's eyes with wet hair, teenagers chasing each other playfully, cheering. You just have to broaden your horizon. Negativity is now fully smiling, slight color coming from his cheeks. He snaps his fingers for more thunder and lightning. Positivity doesn't flinch this time.
So we're both light.
I prefer to think we're both hope. That's our true gift to humanity.
You think more people will embrace that?
I don't know, but the eternity is still young. They have their arms around each other's shoulder. We pan up to see more openings of examples of negativity and positivity coexisting, including a man tripping the robber of the elderly woman's purse, a group of kids helping the bullied child on his feet, and the arguing men from the accident apologizing to their actions. When the top is reached, we see a mix of blue and gray in the sky, creating a beautiful rainbow. And that has been the Tricks of the Mind. I want to thank Zora for joining me in the reading. I think she did really well. And that's pretty much all. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that there are terrors everywhere around the world. But within each terror is a little bit of light. I hope you remember that from this story. And thank you for listening to another episode of Poltergeist Frights.